listeners. I'm Tylen, your host, and this is Free World Vision. And today, we are here with DaRula. DaRula, would you like to tell the people what it is you do?
I'm an artist. I'm a inspiration. I'm a rapper. Whatever you want to call it, but for the most part, I'm like a walking musician.
Nice.
Yeah.
You represent Philly and independence at the same time. What does it mean to carry your city on your back while building what without a major label?
What it mean? Uh, to just be you, be simple. Um, try to just make the best out of every situation. Uh, just give them a hope. Give them a little bit of hope, man.
A lot of people talk about hope, but you really live it. What made you decide to become somebody who gives people hope instead of giving up yourself?
Um, all right. So when I was around your age, you feel what I'm saying? We didn't really have, you know, a lot of old heads coming up that was putting us in the right direction. You feel me? So I always wanted to be someone to change that for the ones that come up after me. You know what I'm saying? And since then, being in music, I just express myself through my lyrics and stuff like that for like, you know, people your age to look up to me in a whole different way. Like I got songs and shit where, excuse my language, where I say, um, you know, I talk to the young boys, the youth. They call them the YNs, but the kids, like, you know what I'm saying? To try to let them know it's other options and other ways you can go to be cool. You feel me? Other than, being in the streets, doing things like trapping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
When people hear your music, what pain do you hope turns into power for them?
Say that one more time.
When people hear your music, what pain do you hope turns into power for them?
I hope um the pain turns into like motivation. I hope that my words bring comfort. Um I hope that they can actually learn from what I'm saying, like as I'm rapping it. You know what I mean? And try to implement the knowledge. Yeah.
Growing up in Philadelphia, what lessons did the streets teach you that the classrooms never could?
Uh, being patient, um, not getting caught up in the moment. Streets taught me like financial literacy, like credit that, in school they never taught me. Um, you know, basically uh to not waste time on frivolous things. Like I believe school is to slow people down. You know what I'm saying? Cuz they don't teach you how to survive. You feel what I'm
They
saying?
teach you how to think.
Exactly. So they teach you how to, you know, add stuff like that, read the basis of, you know, being alive far as, you know, in society. You know what I'm saying? But the streets taught me a lot, man, how to survive, how to be grateful for what you do have. You know what I mean? School don't really teach you those things. So, yeah, I think that's the best way to say it.
What part of Philly made DaRula who he is today? And what scars came with that growth?
Um, South Philly, South Philly, West Philly, um, they definitely made me the ruler. Um, what scars came with it? Uh, I got scars all over my body. I done been shot. I just think a law I ain't body. Yeah. So you know, yeah.
A lot of young people in the city feel forgotten. What would you tell a kid in Philly who feels like nobody sees them?
Um that Allah sees everything. Nobody sees you. Allah sees you. for sure. Um, to never lose hope. You feel what I'm saying? And eventually in time, you know what I'm saying, somebody will notice whatever it is you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? If it's rapping, if it's playing ball, if it's football, if it's selling clothes, you know, building merch, whatever it is you're doing, you know what I'm saying? People are going to draw to what's different. You feel what I'm saying? To what's relevant, to what they like. You feel what I'm saying? So there's people that could just post uh jewelry. People that like jewelry is gonna follow the page. You feel what I'm saying? So it may not look like nobody's seeing you, but for sure somebody's seeing you and watching you. You'd be surprised.
Being independent means betting on yourself every day. Was there ever a moment you almost quit, and what kept you going?
Yeah, it was a couple times, you know, um I started to, you know, fall back off of being an artist because reality would hit. You feel what I'm saying? Like me as an adult, you know, we still got responsibilities, you know, paying bills and stuff like that. Um, making sure, you know, life insurance is paid, stuff like that, daycare, things like that, putting food in the crib. And at that time in my career, I probably was around like 23. I'm 28 now. So around that time, you know, life was lifing. You feel what I'm saying? And it was stuff that was approaching that had to get taken care of. And at the time, I was in a different relationship, and she would come in and complain and say little things like, "Yo, you keep worrying about music and posting on Instagram and this, that, and the third. Like, yo, the car note got to get paid. Like, we on a repo list. You feel what I'm saying? So it's time I actually fell back in my career. Like, oh wait, this shit gotta wait. You know what I mean? And now, um, you feel what I'm saying? Focusing on that. But what separated the two, you got Ruler, you got Rick Ruler, and then you got Richard. You feel what I'm saying? I'm me all around the board. You feel what I'm saying? But I still got reality and shit. So I try to balance it out in my career. Now, I'm a little more seasoned. Um, I'm better with my time, and I try to overwork in my career to where as though when life start lifing, I can chill because I already got so much in the tuck that I could just give them and give them and give them and give them and still handle what I gotta do. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah.
What's harder, making the music or surviving everything outside the studio while trying to stay focused?
Um, I'm gonna say this the second question, surviving everything, trying to stay focused. Um, because the music, you know, like the song only play for like 2 to 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, and back to reality, you know, time don't stop. You feel what I'm saying? The clock's still rolling. So I think surviving is more difficult.
What sacrifice did you have to make that people don't see when they only watch the highlights online?
With sacrifice. Say that one more time.
What sacrifice did you have to make that people don't see when they only watch the highlights online?
Um, what sacrifice that I had to make? Uh, the late night staying up, getting the rap done, um, memorizing the words, trying to be careful with my words, uh, you know, because words are powerful. So I had to sacrifice, you know, um, do I want to be outside with my homies? Do I want to go out? Do I want to be in the club or whatever the case may be? Or do I want to keep, you know, the shit rolling, the notoriety, the feature money? So it's times where, and this come along with, you know, balancing. You know what I mean? Where you gotta know how to put things aside and separate the two. And you young, you feel what I'm saying? You're 11 years old. So the older you get, the more you're gonna learn, the more you're gonna be in tune, the more you're gonna be comfortable with asking certain questions where you don't even need a notepad no more. You feel what I'm saying? So you're only gonna grow the more consistent you are. So you're gonna know how to separate the two eventually. And then you're gonna see what it feel like. I mean, from the question you asking me.
Who did you lose? Or what did you lose that changed your mindset forever?
Um, my umi. I lost my mom, my mother. Um, that was like a major, you know, uh, someone I lost that was like real close to me, and it just woke me up. Like, you know what I'm saying, wow, I never really. Uh, I mean, I speak on that in certain interviews, but to hear it from someone your age is a little because I want you to learn from this interview when you go to watch it. You feel me? That your mother is someone that nobody could ever replace. That's one. You only get one. You feel what I'm saying? So, your mom's still around?
Yeah.
You try to be the best you can be while you have the time to. Because when she's not around, it's the worst feeling in the world. You feel what I'm saying? That's someone that's going to accept you and love you for you. Whether you do right on the interview, whether you drop jewels or mess up, she's going to love you for you regardless. Whether you don't do an interview. You feel what I'm saying? Or you want to go another route. You feel me? So that's one person that changed my perspective on just life in general. And in my music, she would always motivate me, like, you feel me? Keep going, like, don't stop. You mean keep pushing? Like, it's times where I had shows and my mom would be in the back. I mean, watch out, here he come, let him go. Watch out. You feel me? Go ahead, baby, spit that. And I would, you mean, because my mom was in the music. For people that don't know, she was a rapper and shit. Like she used to rap. Like, so I guess the shit be inherited into my siblings and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Um, my brother, he rap. I got another little brother named Tone the Voice. He sing. So it's like we all, I guess, come up under the same family tree that
Like
my
the
mom.
Jacksons.
Yeah, like we on some shit.
What's something DaRula smiles through publicly, but still battles privately?
um, my religion, the Deen, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, um, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing good at all. You feel what I'm saying? And then it was times where if he didn't have nothing to say, he would just smile. So that's sunnah, like that's the Deen, like to just smile. You feel what I'm saying? But I struggle with it because it's times where I don't get all my five salats and when it's obligatory. You feel what I'm saying? It's certain things I know as a Muslim brother, um, that I still struggle with. And the Prophet said that everybody has their own fitna. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, we're not perfect, but it's certain sins that I'm supposed to, conceal and hide that I still struggle with. Like, um, I might be smoking a black, or I might deuce the L, or you know what I mean, I might get a little shot at the bar, or so certain things I still struggle with that I'm aware of that I should not do. And I mean, it ain't easy, but I mean, Allahu Island.
By the way, sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Thanks, love man.
If pain had a voice, what would it sound like in your music?
I'd rather store it in the bank than store it in the shoebox. The ones close to you do the most to you. Booyah. If I run, it's only cause I ain't strapping. I'm too. I don't deal with new guys. I really issue. Like, yeah, though. Hold on. Shh.
If one of your songs saved somebody's life, what message would you want them to remember forever?
If one of my songs saved someone's life, what message would I want them to know forever?
Yep.
Um, that damn, just keep listening, man. You know what I'm saying? And wow, I'm appreciative. I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? I'm very honored for sure. Like that they listening and not, you know, not listening.
What kind of hope are you trying to give the next generation that you wish somebody gave you sooner?
Um, the foundation, um, and the independency. Basically, you don't need nobody, man. I mean, I would want them to focus on them. You feel what I'm saying? What's important. I would want them to challenge themselves, write goals down. You feel what I'm saying? Um, and always remember that time, you fighting with time. You feel what I'm saying? That it's gonna be times where you're gonna have friends that you call your friends that you're gonna outlive some friends. You're gonna outgrow some friends and people. So for the most part, and it's gonna be things that you experience and go through that you only realize you only got yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So I would want them to be more self-centered. Um, I would want them to be more locked in on them because this is your life. You feel what I'm saying? This is our lives. When y'all leave, I'm back to reality. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Of ruler, what I gotta do, other than music, other than speaking on an interview. You feel what I'm saying? So I would definitely want them to, lock into what they gotta do. That's important. That's significant. Other than, entertainment.
When your story is finished, what do you want fully to say DaRula stood for?
Um, I would want them to stay. I stood for honesty, respect, love. Um, I don't want them to be deceived or like I'm coming in the form of deception. I want them to know I stand for uh, all good stuff. Like you feel what I'm saying? Um, Even if it come off the wrong way, I'm coming from a genuine place. I want them to know that I'm a walking example that it can happen. That anybody that's in the music, you feel what I'm saying, by you know just being consistent and working hard, being dedicated, and but most importantly, just being you, bro. Like that's the most undeniablest thing in the world. You feel what I'm saying? Some gonna like you, some not. They gonna accept you for who you are. You feel what I'm saying? You accept your friends for who they are. You feel what I'm saying? Not from what they have or what they do. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely be you, 100%.
What's one sentence every young man needs to hear right now?
Um, that what you think is good may not be good for you. What you think is bad may not be bad for you, but you don't know. You know what I mean? Just live. You know what
What's more dangerous, having no money or having no purpose?
Having no purpose because money is just a piece of paper. You feel what I'm saying? With your purpose, you can make the money. You know what I'm saying? So having no purpose means you don't even know how to make no money or you don't even know where to start. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you, I want you to rewatch the interview. You feel what I'm saying? That you want to write down goals. You feel me? Like, this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? And you write down what you want to do after what you want to do. And then after what you want to do, after what you want to do. You feel what I'm saying? And then you start to implement it, meaning you work towards it, you act upon it. And then once it's checked off, you make a new list and a new list and a new list. And then when you look up, you so far ahead in your life, far as, reality based. You feel me? And then you could tell somebody else that's doing what you're doing. You're gonna feel good.
Can success heal pain or just hide it?
Um, for a moment, I believe for a moment, success can heal pain for a moment. And what I mean by that is, you know, I'm gonna say I'm at a level in my career where I'm not successful. It's going successfully, but successful like far as like being rich, I'm not there yet, but I mean things that come with it, a lot of stuff like you wanting to interview me, you feel me? Um the notoriety, the love you get from people when you outside, like like when Meek say it's a real good feeling when the city knows your name. Like it feels good. You feel me? But that's only for a moment. You know what I mean, if you're a person that is trying to elevate and want to elevate more, so certain things won't be impressive once you experience the feeling of it. So I'm gonna say, for a moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah.
What separates real ones from people just playing a role?
Um, what separates real ones? Um, just being you. You know what I'm saying? Just being you. Try not to lie and shit like that. Like the fact you don't have to lie. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Finish this sentence. No matter what I go through,
No matter what I go through, I'm gonna always be true to myself. I'm gonna always do what's gonna benefit me longevity and be the voice for the trenches and the people. Because I mean, that's what it is. That's what we on. I mean, yeah.
if the whole world was listening right now, what message would DaRula give the people who are one bad day away from giving up?
Say it one more time.
If the whole world was listening right now, what message would DaRula give the people who are one bad day away from giving up?
It's just a moment. You know what I'm saying? It's so much to life that people haven't even seen yet. Like, like again, I'm 28, bro. Like, I, th- I always think that I seen it all, I saw it all, and then it's always something new that happens, and you be like, wow, like you can't even believe that it's happening. So, I would tell them to regroup, calm down, relax, you know, drink some water, breathe. You know what I mean? Start from the root of the problem. It ain't over. Every problem has a solution. You feel what I'm saying? So you start from what your problem is. You dig me? And then you look at the resources that you do have at the moment. You feel me? And then you just one day at a time, you know what I mean, try to change the narrative of what's making you feel like that.
Thank you for tuning in, Visionaries. This is Tylen, the host with Raw Vision, proving age doesn't limit vision. Stay focused, stay creative, and keep seeing the world differently. And by the way, Thank you so much for spending the time to speak to me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, little bro. You already know, man. It's the hoop. Thanks for having me, man. Let's get it.
Peace.
Philly Raw Vision Media. You mean it's your one and only Rick Ruler. Some call me the Hope. You already know how we coming, man. Follow me on all the platforms. Yeah, we gonna keep it rolling. New music on the way, new merch, new everything, man. Yeah, they can't do it like this, man. They already know what's up, man. I'm your one and only, man. Ruler.